Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here on this late Monday night, back again with another video, right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video and hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, share this video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. And hopefully YouTube can send out my videos, because really they're not sending anybody's videos out lately. Only a handful maybe, but mine are supposedly not going through. I don't know why, because YouTube fucking sucks. So if you're not getting them, don't blame me. Just refresh the channel every so often, or ask your friends and their friends to watch the video, and or just search my name, search Killer of Demons or whatever channel that I have, any of my other channels, and look up the latest video. That's all I gotta say about that. And even watch my videos I already have. You can watch it 10, 15, 20, 1 million times. Go ahead and do it. Watch the whole video too. Get my watch hours up a little bit, because I want to do a freaking live video with Super Chat someday. So I don't care about the money or the donations I get, but it's what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, on this late, almost very late Monday night, as always, here on the Killer of Demons 669 channel, it is time for your late night Monday night Raw review for September the 21st, 2020, from the Thunderdome in Orlando, Florida, at the Amway Center for the next couple weeks. I think October the 1st, or I think by Halloween, the lease to the Amway Center is about to expire. So I don't know what's happening with that, what the WWE's going to do, if they have another plan, or where they're going to go, or they're going to re-up with the Amway Center. I don't think that'll be a great idea, because now basketball is basically over. Well, they got the finals. I think they're in not the they're in the East and West finals. So the NBA finals will be over probably the next week or two, and then I think next season starts November or December, I think. So the Magic play there, the Lightning play there. So like I said, I don't know what's happening with the NBA and the NHL next season, if they're going to be in the bubble again. I would assume they're going to be in the bubble next season, because they really can't play anywhere, because most of the arenas are not open to have people. They can they can do something like the Thunderdome and have virtual fans there, like they're doing with the bubble. No, I don't think in hockey though, but I know the Stanley Cup playoffs was tonight. I didn't watch it. I was at work, so didn't really watch it. I missed freaking LA Finals with the beautiful, vivacious, my 16th wife, Jessica Marie Alba. Yes, I missed it. I missed the episode tonight. I don't know if it's gonna be replayed. If not, I missed the first episode, and maybe I'll get some. I get to watch some scenes maybe from last week, and I'll get to watch it next Monday night. So I'll tape Raw, and I'll tape LA's Finest, and I'll get to watch LA's Finest on Tuesday. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. But let's get into Monday Night Raw. Like I said, the chat room's open, so come on in for a little bit, and we'll chat about Monday Night Raw. We can talk NXT, we can talk SmackDown, Ring of Honor with the Pure title tournament. I think the first round's just about almost over. There's some interesting things happening in the first round. We can talk a little bit about that. We can talk about New Japan. The first 2 nights of the G1 are over. Some good stuff. Good stuff, man. I can't wait. I'm waiting for New Japan to put up the interviews from night 1 and night 2. So, because they don't have them on the YouTube, I don't think they have them on the YouTube channel yet. But it is what it is. I just hope we see Abe. I mean Mio Abe, and we see Pieter. That's the price of admission right there. But we haven't seen them in a while, so I know they're doing modeling and besides sitting on my dick, but you know, I gotta give the fans what they want. Now the woman is calling me. Now the woman calls me. 2:00 in the morning, she's calling me. Let me mute it for a second. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had to talk to the missus for a long time. She never shuts the fuck up. But we love her anyway. Don't we all? Don't we all love the rose, the beauty and the spectacle that is Rosa? That's all I gotta say about that. She's coming. She'll be back soon. She'll be back soon. Hopefully next week. Maybe I'll have her on a video or maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll have her go in the other room. See, maybe I can fix this desktop. We can maybe if she's here for an extended period of time, maybe I can move the desktop back to where it was and the desk back to where it was. Then I can hook up the Ethernet cable, and I can get back on the desktop. But I kind of like the laptop for now, but I kind of miss being on the desktop. It is what it is. Anyway, so I didn't even say anything for like the last 17 minutes, but it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Monday night, as always on Monday nights, it is time for your late and, well, soon to be very late Monday Night Raw review for September the 21st, 2020 from the Thunderdome in Orlando, Florida at the Amway Center. And like I said, the lease for the Amway Center is coming up, I think, a couple weeks. I don't know what the WWE is going to do after that. If they're going to go back to the Performance Center or they're going to go somewhere else. I don't know. They really got nowhere else to go, I don't think. Most arenas are not open. I think some of them might be open, but not a lot. So I can't go to somewhere like Madison Square Garden. They can't go to the Barclays Center. You know, they're open, but as far as I know, they're open. But there's nothing there. I don't even think they can go to the Manhattan Center. The Manhattan Center, the Hammerstein Ballroom. So I don't know what's happening with that. So we'll have to see. Well, NXT is going to stay in Full Sail University. That's automatic. So Raw and SmackDown, I don't know where the fuck they're going to be in the next coming weeks. It was going to be still at the Thunderdome, or they re-up their lease, or they're going to go somewhere else. I'll go back to Full Sail. So the Thunderdome experiment was for almost a month. So we'll see. We'll see what happens if it gets extended, or I don't know what's going to happen. Personally, I don't give two shits because I think the Thunderdome idea is stupid. I miss real fans. I don't want to see virtual fans, showing their cock and everything. That's coming. Eventually, some idiot will show their cock, or their boobies, or their or their ass. But, it's coming eventually. Some idiot will do it and get banned from the Thunderdome. Not gonna be me because I don't have time to go to sign up for the Thunderdome. I gotta work, so it is what it is. So anyway, let's talk about this. Let's talk about tonight's Monday Night Raw. And holy shit, was it bad! Oh my god! It's like when you get through watching the week of wrestling, whether it be on Friday, whether it be on Sunday after a pay-per-view. You get to Monday, and you're like, oh shit, Monday Night Raw is coming on. 3 hours of boredom. That's what it is. 3 hours of boredom when you could be watching Monday Night Football. You could be watching something on Fox. You could be watching Netflix. Personally, I recommend Nurse Ratched and Cobra Kai. Good stuff. My girlfriend just told me I gotta start watching Nurse Ratched. So I will finish. I will get to that after I finish Cobra Kai because I'm on season 2 right now. So good stuff, Cobra Kai season 1 and 2, and I can't wait for season 3 to come out. I think it's coming out later this year or next year. I already saw the trailer. Looks pretty damn fucking good. not going to spoil anything, but I think, Mr. Lawrence is going to be running the dojo. That was a rumor, but I don't know if it's actually true. Because they were fighting there. I think Daniel it's like, what are you doing here? This is sacred ground. And then Mr. Miyagi comes out of the grave. What are you doing? I don't know. But Cobra Kai is a great show on Netflix. There's a bunch of good shows on Netflix, but I'm going to start watching Nurse Ratched. I'm going to see how it is. Maybe it'll intrigue me to watch more. But I don't know. We shall see what happens with that. And that's all I got to say about that. But, my time on, watching stuff right now is limited because I got wrestling to watch. I got work. So I got the XW have to worry about. I got to start writing. I got to actually write something tomorrow so I can actually have something up. That's what she said. So I got a busy week. I gotta work Wednesday. I gotta work Friday, then Saturday, and then probably Sunday, and then Monday, and then the cycle continues until supposedly we hired a new guy. So we got a new guy, thankfully. But he's just starting. He started last Thursday, and I met him on yesterday. Pretty cool guy. Then supposedly we're getting another worker. I think it's gonna be a girl. So we gotta see how she does. So hopefully they can learn the ropes, not make mistakes, not make too many stupid mistakes, and can lighten my load. Not that I want to work 5 days. I mean, I do. I make a ton of money, but my health is like not as great as it is. So I told the assistant manager, and I really told I wrote my days, my availability down for my main manager. And I said I can only work 4 days, which is basically I said Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and some Sundays if an emergency. But I'm going to see over the next. I think by the end of October or by November, I might have a whole new schedule going into the end of this year and into next year. But we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, enough about that bullshit. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. All right, so Monday Night Raw was kind of boring. Fucking boring as fuck go-home show. It's just like everything went wrong tonight. I mean, you had just from the start of the show with Retribution coming out and them actually revealing themselves. Not you don't see their face. They were like in different Hannibal Lecter type masks and stuff. So we saw the core members there. But I'll get to that in a minute. And they were fighting the Hurt Business. For like most of the show was basically Retribution against the Hurt Business. Then Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton and his Mountainous Voice for most of the show. And then you had the women's stuff with Asuka and Selena Vega going at it, stuff like that. The whole thing with Cedric Alexander, Apollo Crews, and Ricochet. Nobody gives two shits about that. And then the Street Profits, who the fuck are they gonna face for the tag team belts at the Clash? And we found out that's the same fucking people. And I better hope that the same fucking people that won tonight win on Sunday. Because it makes no sense if they lose and the Street Profits continue on as champions. It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter if the Street Profits lose the belts or they retain the belts. There's no tag team division. Oh, now we got Dominic and Humberto Carrillo as a tag team. Woo! That'll shake up the division. Supposedly Seth and Murphy back as a tag team, even though it's not going to last that long. But Seth doesn't give two shits about Murphy. That's, I think, two. And that's it. No tag team division. Then I had a stupid segment with R-Truth and Akira Tozawa on the beach. I don't know who's writing Raw, but it sucks. I think it's Bruce Pritchard. I think Bruce is doing both shows now. Even though he said he wanted to lighten his workload. Sure there, Bruce. Sure. Vince is like in your ear on Friday nights. Oh, we need something for Monday Night Raw. Gotta make it good. Got that good shit. Doesn't matter. SmackDown sucks too. It's been okay the last couple weeks. But anyway. So we start off. We get the signature. And then we see it flicker. Get all messy. So we all know what that means. No, it doesn't mean the show's over. I wish it was. But Retribution's messing up with the signature again. So we go to the Thunderdome, and Retribution comes out. The 5 core members of Retribution that got revealed tonight. Got revealed before that, but so we see the core 5, who are Mia Yim, Dio Madden, Dominic Dijakovic, I think Shane Dorn. I don't know that guy named not Mace, Slapjack. I'll get to that in a minute. I think that's tagged with him. I forgot his name. I was thinking Vic Joseph. I'm like, that's not him. But it's either one of them. But anyway. And I think Casey Catanzaro, though, it didn't look like Casey Catanzaro. All right. But anyway. So they come out with their new look. With a bunch of Hannibal Lecter Halloween masks. They got from Spirit Halloween for $9.95. No. Anyway, so Mia Yim gets on the mic first. Says the fighting continues because the WWE and the superstars are motivated by that money. And they're done getting stepped on just to get some imaginary brass ring. Those imaginary brass rings that Vince gives out. They say they are here to destroy the WWE and rebuild it in the image of Retribution. And they will do it by draining the lifeblood of the company. And each and every single one of them are the sickness that's responsible for the infestation of this hellhole. Okay. They say they do this for the fame, the fortune, so they can all collect a paycheck, like whores. This is Dijakovic talking, by the way. He says Retribution will make them pay for their sins because they're the judge, jury, and executioners. I wonder who used to say judge, jury, and executioner. Oh, that's right, me. Vince, you need to pay me. That's copyright infringement. I used that in the XWF many years ago. When I used to come out to the Execution song by Soulfly back in the XWF and a little bit of WGWF. Just saying. Those many years ago. I should sue Vince McMahon, but I'm not going to. I don't have the kind of lawyers that I could sue Vince with, I need a lot of money to beat Vince, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Anyway, then the Hurt Business come out. MVP Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, and the almighty Bobby Lashley, the United States champion. They remove their jackets. They look ready to fight. They head down the ramp. They get on the apron, and Retribution leaves the ring. And then MVP's like, give me the fucking mic! So he's like, what's popping? What's popping? Little things stopping, big things popping, as always. He says when realness shows up, they ain't got no heart, no chainsaws, no crowbars. And he figured once they got contracts, they shut their mouth. And they got an opportunity tonight to be on the business end of some hurt. And then Lashley says they aren't kids with masks. They will beat Retribution down and look good while doing it. Because they're in suits and ties and all that shit. So they gotta look good. Then, like, 50 freaking people come out of more Retribution minions, which are basically NXT enhancement talent. Nothing really concrete. You know, basically besides the core five, I just think it's going to be Mia Yim, Dijakovic, Dio Madden, Casey Catanzaro, and probably Shane Thorne or the other guy he teams with. But I think it's Shane Thorne. You know, that's basically going to be the core five until they finally reveal who the leader is, which may be, I don't know, Kevin Owens, I don't know, maybe Roman Reigns, I don't know. They'll mention a higher power, like, we don't answer to you, we answer to him. What they could do with TNA, Day. Remember that? Day are coming, when, you know, the whole thing with Abyss. Oh, Abyss! And the whole thing, 10, 10, 10. Oh, God. Never again. I don't want to relive that crap. Anyway. So they circle the ring, and the hooded guys get on the apron while the core, not that core, but the core stays on the outside. So the Hurt Business attacks. They beat up basically every one of the minions. But then Dijakovic and company get involved. Lashley gets chokeslammed by Dijakovic and Dio Madden, like a chokeslam, and they fell back. Not even look like a chokeslam, but kind of look like a double side effect almost. So yeah, so that's that. So they leave him laying, and we'll see what happens with that. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5. So it was actually a good opening, but rest of the show sucked. That's all I gotta say about that. Let me move on. All right, then we go to the back with Sarah Schreiber. Talks to the Mysterio family, where she asks, what's it like to see Dom get a tag team title shot tonight? Where he says family means everything, and it's an honor to watch Dom follow in his footsteps, because when he started, he got a tag team title shot. I don't think he won, no. I could be wrong. And that was basically it. Just basically sucking up to Dom some more. I wonder how Dom feels about his dad basically you know, on his little pinga. See, I know Spanish. I know what dick means in Spanish. all that good stuff. Knowing a lot of Spanish people around that I have on my Facebook and Twitter, and for Rosa's freaking Spanish. But Suka tu pinga. Mm-hmm. So anyway, yeah, basically Ray's sucking up to his son again, and Angie and Aaliyah just looking pretty. That's it. That's all I gotta say about it. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we get those Street Profits coming out with the solo cups shooting off around them. Not that I give two shits. So they're on commentary for our first match of the night. Triple threat match. The winners face the Street Profits at Clash of Champions. We got Seth Rollins and Murphy teaming back up again. We got Humberto Carrillo and Dominic Mysterio teaming up for the first time. And, well, the team that loves to beat each other up, Andrade and Angel Garza, minus Zelina Vega. So let's see if they can do it on their own. While Zelina just worries about getting her ass handed to her by Asuka. I'll get to that later. So the match was alright. Nothing to write home about. And I'm gonna paraphrase. I don't want to get too long with this video. So I know I muted half the video, so I'm not gonna go like an hour and a half, 2 hours, unless it's chat. But it is what it is. That's basically all I gotta say about that. So I'm gonna paraphrase most of it. Start off with Angel Garza moving his pants, getting Charlie Cruz all hot and bothered, and we haven't seen that other chick. What's her name? Demi, the dumb blonde bitch. We haven't seen her in a couple weeks, haven't we? Maybe Angel get rid of her, or maybe Vince is like, get out of here, go back to the Bachelor. Well, maybe he fired her. I don't know. It's good we don't have to see her anymore. Boring. Be boring. And maybe she's taking care of Ivar in the hospital. I don't know. Or at home, wherever he lives. But it is what it is. So they go at it. Andrade takes off his pants, tags in Andrade, which allowed Murphy and Humberto to go at it. They go at it for a little bit. And then Andrade snuck it with a sneak attack, tags in Garza. They beat Humberto in the corner for a while. Tries to go at Dom. Dom takes him. Dom drops down, and they double teaming Humberto for a while. And then Humberto comes back with a suicide dive. Dominic to the top rope. He flies off, and with a high cross body for a near fall. And they go at it, and Murphy was getting beat up for a while. And then Murphy was trying to get the tag to Seth, and Seth's like, ooh. And then he looked at the Street Profits and went, and then he just left. He's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. I got more important things to worry about than you, Murphy. So left Murphy high and dry. And basically near the end of the match, Andrade and Angel Garza beat the crap out of him because Humberto and Dominic wasn't laid out. Murphy tried his best, and Andrade kicks out of the corner. Then he misses the kick, but hits the Juice Effect elbow right in the mush to Murphy. He tags in Garza, who locks in the wing clipper. 1, 2, 3. Angel Garza and Andrade pick up the win, and once again, they are the number one contenders for the tag team belt. So the third pay-per-view in a row, we get this match. So, yeah. The third pay-per-view in a row. Maybe the third time's the charm, and they're going to give it to Andrade and Angel Garza. I hope they do. So I'm getting bored with the Street Profits. I'm getting bored. That's boring. The tag team division is boring. It is. I'm sorry. It is. It's fucking boring. It's flying fuck, man. That's all I gotta say about that. So Andrade and Angel Garza get the win, and we'll see what happens this Sunday at the Clash, and see if they get the Raw Tag Team titles. I hope they do, but we'll see what happens with that. All right, then we get a video from last week where we saw Braun Strowman enter Raw Underground wanting blood, and then basically beating the crap out of Riddick Moss and Dolph Ziggler. And then who's about to fight Dama Cabo, or the rich man's Umaga. But that's that. So then we see Shane. He comes out of the room talking to his big ass security guard, who they don't even mention. They don't name him. I know we all know his name, but they don't mention his name on TV. They just call him the bodyguard. Though he's like 7'3", 7'4". That's that. He mentions he's going to be on the Kevin Owens shows coming up next. And the security guy's like, should I come out with you? You never know about with KO, And she's like, no, man, he's, he's like kind of kissing up to Kevin, saying, oh, he's a cool guy. Oh, yeah, Kevin Steen is a cool guy. He's a very cool guy. I met him a couple times, not a lot, but I met him when he was world champion in Ring of Honor, and when he was not world champion in Ring of Honor, when he started with the Matt Rushmore with the Bucks and Adam Cole, baby. Boy, I wish I still had that photo. I don't know where it is. I don't think I have the photo. I think I deleted it by accident. But I wish I still had that photo with me. I think I might still have it. I may not. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. So, me, the Bucks, and with Adam Cole and Kevin Steen in a big ass Mount Rushmore picture. But it is what it is. That's all I got to say about that. So he's not basically saying, oh, should I come on? Should I come? Well, won't be surprised. I'm full of surprises, Shane's saying that. So let's see what happens with Shane and KO on the KO show coming up in a little bit. So I gave that little thing 2 out of 5 stars. And that's all it is for that. All right, then we stay backstage with Dijakovic and company with Retribution. And he tells the Hurt Business that they could have been part of the solution while others wait out in the cold. The Hurt Business lines their pockets with the WWE's money to pay for their expensive suits. They didn't ask for this out of pain or anger. They asked out of greed. And their payment will come in the form of a match, and they will pay them in retribution, and that's it. So we'll see if that match gets made official, and I think it does. That's all I gotta say about that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars as well, and that's it. All right, then we get to the KO show with KO, and he brings up being attacked by Captain Hot Topic, meaning Aleister Black, even though he beat him last week. He talks about that, and it's time to move on. He says he has someone he never thought he'd invite and give a platform to. He says 2020 has been weird, though, so let's keep that train going, because, 2020 has been a really, really, really bad year. It needs to end. 3 months away, baby. 3 months, we're done. And then we can worry about 2021 and how that's going to be. And we'll see. So out comes Shane. Dancing. I'm dancing, Dad. I'm dancing. Stop it. Okay. So Owens refers to their history a couple years ago, how they tried to destroy each other, and how Owens got him fired. But he's not upset. It's all water under the bridge. But here's the thing. It's not about them. It's about what Shane does best, and that is promote, because he is a McMahon. So Shane says we have the Battle of the Behemoths. Double Cabo versus Blood Strowman. They're going to go at it. Brings up Owens coming to Raw Underground, where he met Double Cabo, and Shane wants to introduce him to him one more time. So this big doof comes out, looking like a rich man's ooh my god. He's got his own music now. So supposedly he was a Viking. Maybe he was on the show Vikings with Edge. I don't know. I don't know, but or maybe he played for the Vikings. That could be. Not that I care about the Vikings. All I care about is the San Francisco 49ers. We're a fucking hurt team. 5 fucking guys last week got hurt. Oh my god. Kittle, Garoppolo, Mostert, Bosa, Solomon Thomas. Ugh. All injured. Now we have to rely on Nate Mullins. Oh, I can already tell the rest of the season is going to go completely and utterly horrible. I swear if they lose to the Giants this week, I am going to fucking forfeit the season. There's no way you can come back from losing to those bums, the Giants. I mean, really, the Giants should be 2-0. Just saying, but they choked in week 1, try to come back in week 2, and choked again. That's all I got to say about that. So maybe the third time's a charm, even though they lost Barkley, who tore his ACL. Ugh. That guy can't catch a break. No pun intended, but I digress. So he gets to the ring and towers right over Shane. Shane's like, I like this guy. Owen stands up, says this is why he wanted Shane on the show, because he knew that Double Cabo wasn't far behind. Owens remembers exactly what he did to him 2 weeks ago, and he says, "You must, Cabo must know how things work here." Says they're going to do this at some point, but until then, here's something to chew on. Then he smacks the living shit out of him, and then Double Cabo gets all mean. He's like, mean, Incredible Hulk, and Hulk smash, and Shane has to do his best to hold back the big man, and then Owen's like, here comes my next guest, Braun Strowman. So Strowman comes out, and Shane has to hold them back while Owens is standing in the corner as Strowman and Cabo are going at it. And then out of the corner of my eye, we see Aleister Black come out of the crowd, pulls Owens down by the leg, and then sends him into the ring post by his nuts. Not once, not twice, 3 times. So no more children for Kevin. Sad. Sorry to his wife. But she can call me if she needs anything. But it is what it is. While this is going on, Shane's trying to control Braun Strowman and Double Cabo. And while Kevin Owens is getting brutally murdered by Aleister Black, or as we call him, Solid Snake. That's all I gotta say about that. And that's basically it. That ends the segment as we see KO grab his nuts, see if he still had any left, and that's all I gotta say about that. So I gave that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. And I guess it continues the Aleister Black Kevin Owens saga, which we'll probably see more of it next week. The night after Clash of Champions, that might lead up to Hell in a Cell in a match. I don't care. What it is, and that's that. All right, there we see Drew McIntyre, the WWE champion, walking, and then he's like, shit. And Charlie Caruso comes in, ask him about his jaw and all this other stuff. Says sometime he and Lee may have a few drinks about it, but right now they're gonna beat the hell out of each other. And yeah, and then Drew gets looks in the camera like, "I'll pay for the drinks there, Keith. I bet you will there, Drew. Just make it a Jack and Coke for me." And that's all I gotta say with that. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Then we see Retribution beating up a bunch of jobbers. I think it was like Humberto Carrillo and various other jobbers there. They're probably enhancement talent or just there. And then Dijakovic once again calls themselves the judge, jury, and executioner. That's twice, Vince. And you have to pay me double. So I expect a big fat check in the mail by the end of the week. Just saying. And that's that. All right, then it made official the Hurt Business will face Retribution in the main event. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, then we get to match number 2, a rematch from last week that got ruined by Retribution. Keith Lee taking on Drew McIntyre, non-title, of course. They're still playing the whole thing that if Keith Lee wins and if Randy Orton can't compete at at the Clash that'd be Keith Lee versus Drew McIntyre in an ambulance match for the WWE title. Yeah, you know that's not gonna happen. It is what it is. They went back and forth. They start. Keith Lee threw Drew out to the outside, and Drew's trying to get up, and then he beats him up on the floor, and then Drew comes back, rolls in at 7, and then Lee goes back out, and they start beating each other on the floor, and then Drew drops Keith Lee on the announce table. Did not break. I am the table! And that's that. They come back. They go at it a little bit more. And Drew sets up for the future shock. Lee sends Drew into the corner. Lee is quick to stand, eats an elbow, and Drew runs. And then Keith Lee lifts him up and drives him down to the mat for a near fall. Yeesh. And then he hits a clothesline out of nowhere for another near fall. And Keith is like starting to get pissed. He's yelling at Drew that this is my chance. I'm not gonna blow it. Then Lee lifts Drew, locks his head between his legs, looks for a spear bomb, but Drew hopped over, and then he runs and hits the Claymore kick, but he can't finish it as we see Randy Orton at his butler's voice hit him with a chair in the back, not once, but twice. And then he takes the chair, so it's going right at his jaw, that supposed fractured jaw. Like, just digging that chair right into the jaw. Like, I thought he was going to break it in half. Ugh, looks sick. So that causes disqualification. So Drew wins by disqualification. And then after that, Orton turns around, looks at Keith Lee, and hits him with a punt kick, and it was good. And that's that. And that ends the segment. So I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. And then we come back. Randy Orton is gonna talk to us with his monotonous voice. He tells the WWE Universe that shame on them for doubting him, that he make it to the Clash. He says 20 years in the company. He's been the one constant in the locker room the entire time. He's not walking away from a title match, but a world title match at the Clash isn't exactly a normal world title match now, is it? So it he leaves the ring, heads over to the ambulance, which was just remotely parked right there the whole time. He says it's a sweet, sweet piece of robotic booty. He's like, this is a good old H&M ambulance, built in the 1940s by my daddy, Billy Bob Orton. You know, he's like touching it, he's like, ooh, soft. Ugh. Anyway, he opens the doors, says he took a ride in this very ambulance a few weeks ago. Took the ride because Drew gave him not 1, not 2, not 3. Then he was like, oh wait, it was 3. I thought it was like 4. I don't remember 4. So I gave him 3 claymores, and as he was strapped and secured, flying down the highway, the sirens blaring, he was fading in and out of consciousness, and feeling that this is what it feels like to be taken out by the Legend Killer. This is what Edge felt with Christian, Big Show, HBK, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and Nature Boy Ric Flair felt. And as he came to, he felt a smile rush over his face because he remembered exactly what he's capable of. He remembered what it takes, and the ambulance represents hope, healing, but for others, pain and agony, even death. He says it represents to him his 14th world title. Tells Drew to listen up. At the Clash, he will make sure Drew takes one more ride, and Orton will make sure that his world title reign, that Drew's world title reign flatlines, all courtesy of the 3 most dangerous letters in all of sports. All sports entertainment. You know what it is. PG. C. That's Peter Gilmore Cutter for you motherfuckers. But he says RKO because he's Randy Orton. So, but everybody knows the most dominating move in all of sports is the Gilmore Cutter, because nobody, and I mean nobody, gets up from that. That's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. So I gave that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. All right, there we go. Backstage with Sarah Schreiber with her guest Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka. You know, Sarah asks her who's her biggest threat. Mickie James or Zelina. So she starts talking in Japanese. Easy peasy. Let's get started. So get that. And then Billy Kay comes in, barking and jabbering. It's like, who's pissing Asuka? Here's Asuka's down to fight anyone. So you can fight me, you fight Jen from catering, the guy in the 15th row that we don't see. Or and then Peyton Royce comes in. I thought the Iconics broke up. Logic. WWE logic. It's fantastic. So Peyton Royce comes in. It's like, why don't you give me a shot? Right, Billy? So Bill's like, either one of us could get the shot. Asuka asks if they're still friends. Bill says she still has Peyton's back. Peyton says things do change after saying nothing has changed. So Asuka says at the Clash, no one was ready for her. But tonight, I am ready for you. And then we have sushi later. We have ramen noodles. No, 2 people bought ramen noodles. I was just thinking of Asuka. So someone's reason. Just my way of thinking at work. I was about ready to go home and get it on with Asuka. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And that's that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens with Peyton Royce and Asuka later on. And that's that. All right. Then we see the beautiful Zelina Vega walk into the ring. She's got a match against Mickie James up next. And the winner will face Asuka at the Clash. And I think you know it is when. Because obviously, if Zelina Vega attacked Asuka last week and said, this is my time, you know that she's going to win. And that's what she does. Zelina Vega wins the match with the backstabber of all moves. Backstabber. Mickie got her offense in, but Nikki was not going to get a shot. Mickey's going just stuck in catering, just putting over the women because she's got nothing else to do at age 40. Besides making crappy country records. Country! That's the only good song I like. That's what got her over in TNA. Taz singing the fucking song. Was Taz, probably wanted to bang Mickie James, and Mickie was banging Magnus. That's why Magnus banged her with a kid. And now Magnus is people saying Magnus thinks he's going to be irrelevant when he loses the NWA 10 pounds of gold because he's held it for over 700 days. 2 years almost. I thought they would have given it to Marty. I mean, is he ever going to lose that belt? He's going to go on 3 years? I mean, we got 2 months left. So I don't know what's happening with the NWA, but he beat Mike Bennett in a horrible match. It was just fucking horrible. All I gotta say about that. And we move on. All right, then we go backstage. The Hurt Business is beating up on some Retribution underlings. MVP says they live for this. The Hurt Business stands tall. The MVP takes Cedric to his match with Apollo Crews, while Shelton and Lashley just beat the crap out of these minions. And that's basically all I got to say about that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Then we get a Bianca Belair video package, basically proving she's the EST of the WWE. Basically lifting weights in a performance center, like, I'm better than you, and you know it. Yes, that's it. I really don't know what they're going to do with Bianca Belair. I really don't know. I don't know. She should be fighting Asuka or Shayna. Just stuck in catering with Titus O'Neil. I guess basically, watching her man Montez Ford's matches, and that's it. Nicely not doing anything. Sitting and catering. That's all I got to say about that. So we get that. Whoop-de-damn-de. Then we see the worst segment in the history of segments. We see earlier today, Akira Tozawa and some ninja looks like a referee. They're looking for R-Truth and like, we go in the ocean. So they dive in the water of Orlando, on the beaches of Orlando. Then we see R-Truth walking in the sand with Little Jimmy. And we see Akira in the water. He's like, oh, I see R-Truth. Back on the water he goes. As he teaches and R-Truth's teaching Little Jimmy to butterfly. Wow. Teaching Little Jimmy a dance move made popular in the 1990s. That's great, man. That's great there, Ron. That's great. And then Truth sees a shark. So he's like, Sharknado! Shark! And then we see Akira Tozawa swim further into the ocean. I was hoping he'd just go back to Japan. He went the wrong way. He was going into the Atlantic Ocean. And if he kept going that way, he might hit Bermuda. Or, he might hit land. And just stay there and never come back. So get that crap. Truth drops the title in the water, and the tide takes it away, and he runs away. And then a few moments later, Truth comes out of the water with snorkels and fins, tells Little Jimmy he's got his baby back, and if they find Nemo, Truth can find his baby. So he goes in the ocean. We see the shark again. Truth calls it Sharknado 2. So Truth gets the title, saves Little Jimmy, and then we see like Tozawa's gi get devoured. This is why Raw sucks. This is why WWE sucks, because I have this stupid fucking guy. These 2 stupid guys. Stupid division. Not even a division. Stupid belt around the stupid guy's waist. And guess what? It gets defended at the Clash. Because every title's on the line. And guess who he defends it against? Akira Tozawa. Nobody cares. Truth's going to lose it for the 39th time. And then a week or two later, who gets it back for the 40th time? And nobody gives 2 shits. I don't give 2 shits. Ron Killings is a joke now. But he's the WWE's joke of the year. He's basically what Santino Marella was before he left. I think he got released. Or he just got up and left. The whole thing with Santino and with winning the Intercontinental title on the first night when he was picked out of the crowd. And then the whole thing with Beth fucking Phoenix, the Glamazon, and them having a love thing. Then he dresses up as Santino Marella, and enters the Women's Battle Royal. Ugh. That crap. And then the Hulkamita! That was the only good thing I liked. When he was Intercontinental Champion and brought up the Hulkameter. That was the only good thing. When he was Intercontinental Champion, that was all he was. And then, he gets over on the Cobra. I can't even do it. So, Cobra! Crap. got him over, and then that faded out and became obsolete. I wish Retribution came and beat the crap out of both of those guys and laid them out. Put them in the hospital for a couple weeks. Not weeks. A couple years. Fuck R-Truth, man. Fuck Akira Tozawa. Fuck the 24/7 title. That's all I gotta say about that. Fuck it all. I don't give two shits. Both of them can suck my fucking cock. Not like that, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so after that, we go to the ring with MVP and Cedric. MVP says Retribution can walk around and call themselves judges and jury all they want, but they are the executioners. 3 times. Vince is going to owe me a lot of money for copyright infringement, but sadly, I'm not going to sue because I don't have the money to do it. I don't have the lawyers to do it. Anyway, so Cedric says when you send a message to the Hurt Business, expect one back tenfold. Is exactly what he's going to do to an old friend. And the match coming up is about him getting even with Apollo for using him to get a title shot he never deserved. And in just a few moments, he was showed that he doesn't care about Apollo or his kids. So Apollo comes out with Ricochet. Not that I care. Then we get to the match. The match was not great. Kind of went back and forth for a little bit. A couple near falls from each guy. And in the end, Cedric hits a suicide dive to the outside, gets in Ricochet's face. Then he goes back in the ring, and Apollo Crews with a 1920 roll-up for the 1-2-3. Whoop-de-damn-do. Match he gave 2 out of 5 stars. That was that. Afterwards was a little bit better. Shelton and Lashley come down to attack Apollo and Ricochet. They send Ricochet into the barrier a couple times. And then MVP directs Lashley to lock in the full Nelson to Apollo, and he locks it in to further that little storyline that got no hype for their match for the United States title at the Clash. I hope Lashley retains. I really don't want to see. I don't care, but about the United States title because that's a joke too. And that's all I got to say about that. And we see Dolph Ziggler taking on Arturo Ruiz. That's been on for the last couple weeks. Basically, Dolph ends up knocking in a 1920 sleeper. Just transition into a knee bar, but Dolph grabs the mouthpiece of Arturo, breaks the hold, gets the sleeper on once more, and supposedly put Arturo to sleep. Okay, so he wins. Whoop-de-damn-do. I'll give that 2 out of 5 stars. By the way, I gave Apollo and Cedric 2 out of 5 stars as well. This horrible show. Shane wants to interview Braun, but Braun screams like a 7-year-old saying he doesn't want to talk to Shane. And we get a new interviewer named what was her name? Berea Brandy, something like that. Nice name. Brianna Brandy. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. I read it off my notes. I put Brianna. I'm not Brianna. I put Boriana. But it's what it is. So they got now they got this Brianna chick. I guess they got rid of that other chick. I think they put her to SmackDown. I forgot her. I don't even know that dumb bitch's name. So they got Charlie and Sarah Schreiber, the main interviewers, and they have this bimbo, not bimbo, but bitch, to do Raw Underground. I guess basically that's gonna be her job to bore us half to death, and that's that. Let me move on from there. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. All right, then after that we get to a segment with the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. He comes out with a manila envelope. And you know what happens when somebody brings out a manila envelope? They're going to get served. Or something in the envelope. So Seth says that's no secret. He's had the mysterious number for quite some time. After he defeated Dominic in a steel cage last week, he thought it was all done and it was free of them of the torment. But something that's been bothering him must be talked about. He dug deeper, used WWE.com to view a series of photographs of the Mysterio family, and a light bulb went off. And the world must know the truth. It's hard for him to do it justice with just words, so he wants to put the photo up on the Tron. So you see Ray and his family on the Tron. So Seth says something is amiss. Look at Ray, then look at Dom. It doesn't look like Ray's the father again, huh? So they're basically going with the 2005, I think 2005, 2006, around there, Eddie Guerrero story, minus Eddie Guerrero. Dominic, I'm your papi! Tell him, Angie! Esse! So we live in this fucking shit, but it gets a twist. So he reads the paper, says that Ray's not the father of Dominic. Oh, we didn't know that before in 2005. So Ray's like, leave my family out of your dirty mouth. And Ray's like, and then Seth's like, wait, I understand. I respect you. I've grown to respect you guys now. What you stand for. I'm inspired. They fight like a family. Blah, 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 blah. So Ray, he says Ray's not the father. Ray's like, oh, we've been down this road before 15 years ago. It didn't work then. It won't work now. So stop running my family's name through the mud. So Seth's like, you may be onto something there, Ray. Maybe it's not Dominic who, maybe it's not your son. Maybe it's your daughter, Aaliyah. So that's not his. So Seth's like, I got concrete evidence from a good source. Let's roll the footage. So we see from last week where Ray's daughter's, Aaliyah's checking on Murphy after Murphy got assaulted by Seth. And that's basically the evidence that Ray's daughter is not, in fact, his. Leah's not his daughter. Ray tells Seth to talk to him. He has spoken to his daughter about that. He raised her to be a caring, compassionate woman. Even after whipping Murphy's ass with a kendo stick. Okay. I'm showing compassion. Sure. Nice contradiction there, Ray. So Ray tells Seth she's only 19. She's only 19. Anyway. Get away from Wrestling Otaku. Get him away from Wrestling Otaku. Because you know how he preys on those young girls. Get him away from him. Get Aaliyah away from Wrestling Otaku, please. I digress. Anyway, so Ray tells Seth that she's only 19. She says she's naive and knows nothing about their world. So so Aaliyah's like, what? Fuck you, Dad! And leaves. And then Angel's like, she goes after her. And then Ray's like, fuck, I'm an idiot. Goes backstage. He looks at Dom, and Dom's like pissed. I'm like, what the fuck you doing, Dad? And then Dom stares at Seth Rollins for a little bit. And then he leaves to the back. And Seth's like, I didn't mean to cause put a wedge in between the family. It's happened to many of us, in our families. I'm sorry. Then he leaves, and then he walks up the ramp, and he stops, and he has a big smirk on his face. So I knew he was planning something. So he's really planning something, and this fucking feud continues on. That it really should have ended at Payback, but going to continue to Hell in a Cell. They're going to have Seth Rollins, Rey Mysterio inside Hell in a Cell, and Dominic's going to get involved. The whole Mysterio family is going to get involved inside Hell in a Cell. It's just going to be another clusterfuck of a match. And it's not going to end because it's probably going to end at WrestleMania with either Ray and Dominic going at it. I think Dominic's going to get sick of his dad and turn on him and the family. Go his own way. Be a man. Hogan. And that's it. And that's all I got to say about that. So it is what it is, and that's that. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that segment 2 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, then we get to your waste of time match of the night. Match number 5, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, the women's tag team champions, taking on Lana and Natalya again. We have Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott of the Riott Squad at ringside on commentary. This match lasted a minute and ended with Shayna Baszler knocking in the Kira Fida clutch. The Lana tapped out like she was drunk. Like she had a good night out with Miro or Alexander Rusev. Rusev smash Lana pussy. Yeah. Miro smasher too. Ah. Anyway, so yeah, so she taps out like a drunk bitch. And I gave the match 1 out of 5 stars. Didn't give 2 shits about it. Then afterwards, table, but Ruby and Liv back away. It's like, I'm not going to get involved with this. So Nia grabs Lana. Samoan drops her through the table again. So second week in a row, Lana gets punished for what Miro did. I think you're going to make it 3 in a row because Miro's probably going to talk on Wednesday night. We'll see what he has planned for Kip Sabian's bachelor party. We'll see how that goes. And that's that. And we move on. All right, then we go backstage where Drew McIntyre is icing his jaw. See if it's still intact. Says he will beat the piss out of Randy Orton. And as for tonight, I'm going to pick a fight. And that's that. So he's basically going to do an Aleister Black. Somebody wants to pick a fight with me. So he's going to go pick a fight. And that's that. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. All right, then we stay backstage where Aaliyah basically does her best acting and cries like a little bitch. And Murphy comes in. Or actually, she talks, I think she was talking to Charlie or Sarah, and crying. She's crying. She says she's just a naive 19-year-old girl, ain't she? She walks away. It was with her Mysterios. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, I'm just a naive 19-year-old girl, right, Dad? They used to get to suck one of the guy's dicks in the back. She's 19, so she can do that. So it is what it is. And that's that. So she walks away. I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. Didn't care. All right, then we go to Raw Underground, where we see Riddick Moss fighting Eric of the Viking Raiders, because Ivar's out with a neck injury for, I don't know how long he's going to be out. Basically ends with Riddick clocking Eric with a hard right hand. Whoop-de-damn-do. Gave it a dud. 0 out of 5. 0. That's all I can say about that. Then we see Brianna back again. And Brianna Berry, whatever the fucking name is. She's with Dabo Cabo. Shane takes the mic to ask him what to expect. Dabo Cabo actually talks. His talk is cheap, and Braun will feel what it's all about. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Then we go back to the Thunderdome with match number 6, Peyton Royce and Asuka. Didn't really go anywhere. You know, Asuka got a lot of moves in. Peyton got a little bit of moves in. Nothing really. Getting to the end. Peyton sits on the top rope. Spinning kick from Asuka. She drops into the Asuka lock. But Selena Vega with a sneak attack to Asuka causing disqualification. So Asuka wins by DQ. Match I gave 2 out of 5 stars. And after that, she screams that it's her time now. Asuka goes for a spinning back fist to knock Selena out, but Selena rolls to the outside and screams that the title is going to be hers. Yeah, right. That's all I got to say about that. As much as I love Selena Vega because she's from New York, Queens, New York, that is. You know, much as I love her being a Brooklynite. Yeah, she's going to get her ass handed to her on Sunday. That's all I got to say about that. She'll put up a little bit of offense, but Asuka's going to choke the fuck out of her. That's all I got to say about that. And we move on. All right, then we go backstage with Aaliyah, once again, sad little panda, crying. Murphy comes in to apologize. He says, this whole set thing has gotten way out of hand, and if I've done anything to hurt you, I want to say I'm sorry, and then he leaves. And that's it. So maybe a love interest for Aaliyah. I don't know. Murphy's like, what, 30-some-odd years old? 30, close to 40? He's like 10 years her age. I don't know if Aaliyah will want a big husking man like Murphy. But, just like I said, keep her away from Wrestling Otaku. Just do it. That's all I gotta say about that. Because we see a video, no pull out Aaliyah. It's coming. That's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. All right, then we go back. Then we go to Raw Underground. Braun Strowman versus Double Cabo. It was a good fight. There's a lot of fucking cuts. Like the cut here. Like so many cuts. I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at. I mean, come on now. That's all I gotta say about that. They leave the ring. They get back in. They go. Braun hits a right hand, another right to the face. He hops onto the guy, hammers down some huge fist until the referee calls it. So Braun wins the match. Pretty damn fucking do. I'll give that 2 out of 5 stars. And that's basically it. And we move on from there, and that's that. So I get, like I said, 2 out of 5 stars, and that ends Raw Underground for this week. Not that I care. All right, then we get to the main event. Retribution versus the Hurt Business. We got Cedric, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin taking on Dominic Dijakovic, Dio Madden, and would look to be Shane Thorne. Now they got new names. Dominic is named T-Bar. Dio Madden is Mace. Okay. And the other guy's named Slapjack. I wonder what they're going to name Mia Yim and Casey Catanzaro. I don't want to know. I don't want to give them ideas either. So, basically, there's a hard-hitting match. Lots of stuff, both teams going at it. Basically, Retribution kicking the crap out of the Hurt Business. We're getting to the end. And Ashley comes in after a hot tag, sends down Slapjack right, then hits a right hand to T-Bar right to Mace, hits a flatliner. Then he starts beating the crap out of Slapjack in the corner. Then he hits him with a choke slam, locks it in the full Nelson. Slapjack backs Lashley in the corner. T-Bar hits Lashley in the face with a right hand, causing a disqualification because the referee couldn't control everything. So the Hurt Business win via disqualification. So it is what it is. Their first match they have to lose. It's gonna beat the crap out of them. I mean, really. So that's that. So I gave the match 2 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, the rest of the minions come out, and I think we saw. I don't know if Mia Yim and Casey came out. So they're coming out through the crowd, and the cameras in the crowd again. That was annoying most of the night. We see like the crowd cam like from way back, like where Raw Talk was, and then we see the drone coming in, like we're getting a fly in from the drone as we see the entrances. That was all right, but so the rest of Retribution rushed the ring. MVP tries to fight back, but the numbers are too much. They're like at least 15 to 20 of the minions from NXT. And then Drew McIntyre's music hits, and he comes out with the entire Raw roster. Then we have a big old-fashioned slobber knocker of a melee. And while this is going on, Randy Orton and his monotonous voice comes in the ring, hits Drew with the Gilmore Kata! Bang! Lays him out, and Drew's still trying to pick up his jaw. And that ends Monday Night Raw. This bore fest that it was. And that's basically all I got to say about that. All right, so Retribution caused a lot of havoc, but the Hurt Business get the measure of even though they got the win by disqualification, they got a little bit of the last laugh. But then a big humongous fight at the end of the night with the Raw roster and the entire Retribution squad. We'll probably see more of that at the Clash. I think Retribution will be there. They have to be. They'll get involved somehow with Apollo Crews and Bobby Lashley. That'll probably end the disqualification. So Lashley will retain the title, or they might cost Lashley the belt, which I really don't care. The United States title I don't give two shits about. It is what it is. So probably get more of that. And then on Monday Night Raw, the night after Monday Night Raw next week, probably get more with Retribution and the Hurt Business. And that's basically it. And I think, the Retribution and the Hurt Business is probably going to go all the way to the Survivor Series. So I think it's going to be, I think the 5 members of Retribution, and then you got, I guess you could take MVP out. You have Cedric, Shelton, and Bobby Lashley. And then you put 2 guys in, which will probably be Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre, if they're not on another team. But we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen with Retribution at the Survivor Series. Because they're going to have, another NXT Raw SmackDown kind of thing. So I don't know how that's going to work. But we'll see when we get to that on November the 7th. I believe November. What is it? I wrote it down. I believe it's November the 22nd, as NXT TakeOver is November the 21st, and we are a week from Sunday is the next TakeOver, the TakeOver before War Games. So got that next week. So we're gonna get a lot of storyline progression this week. On NXT, we got a fatal 5-way to see who takes on Finn Balor and for the NXT World Title at TakeOver. We got Kushida, Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, damn it. I know it's Kushida, Cameron Grimes, Bronson Reed, Timothy Thatcher. I forgot who the other guy was. I don't think it's the Velveteen Dream. I think it's somebody else. I forgot who the 5th guy is, but I know those 4 guys there. So we'll see what happens on Wednesday night. Who gets the title shot against Finn Balor? I would love to see Kushida. I would love to see that match. Kushida and Finn Balor, a New Japan's wet dream match. That should have happened in New Japan. I don't think it did, but I think Kushida wasn't there yet. I think he was still in the dojo when Finn Balor left back in 2000 and something. I don't think Kushida was even sniffing he wasn't even there, I don't think. So that would be a nice match to see. 2 former New Japan IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champions going at it for the NXT World Title. That would be a great match. Cameron Grimes and Finn Balor could be okay. Cameron Grimes beat Finn Balor that one time, remember? That'd be good. Timothy Thatcher, Finn Balor might be okay. I don't think Timothy Thatcher's going to win a title. Basically, anybody who faces Finn is going to lose anyway at TakeOver because Finn's not going to be a transitional champion. He's going to hold it until Killer Cross comes back, which could be in the next couple months. But we'll see. I think he's going to return at War Games, to be honest with you. That's all I got to say about that. I got to... Hold on one second. Damn it. Didn't get my charger. There we go. My trusty charger. All right, I got that. So we'll see what happens this week on NXT. We got a women's battle royal to see who faces Io for the NXT Women's Championship. I think it's gonna probably be Dakota Kai or maybe Candice LeRae. I don't know. If it's Dakota, I would think if Dakota wins, I probably will see Dakota win the belt at War Games, not War Games, at Takeover. But if it's like Candice LeRae, I think either way, maybe Io loses the belt at the next Takeover, or she holds it and then loses it. Probably, if not at War Games, probably the December Takeover, the one before TLC, the week before that one. But we shall see what happens with that. So should be a good night of action on NXT. We'll see what happens with that. Going up head to head with AEW again. It should be another good night of action as they roll on to the 1 year anniversary show on October the 14th. We're a few weeks away from that. We got Jon Moxley, Will Hobbs, and Darby Allin taking on Brian Cage, Ricky Starks, and Lance Archer. That should be a hellacious match, a slobber knocker, if you will. Should be a good match. The main event of AEW on Wednesday night, and we'll see how the ratings will go. I think they'll probably go AEW's way again. Basically, AEW is just the champion of Wednesday nights. It is what it is. I don't even think with NXT, with the two matches they have, they're advertising on Wednesday night. It's gonna even help them get over the hump and beat AEW. So I think AEW is gonna win this week again. I don't know if they're gonna get 800-some-odd-thousand, but we'll see what happens with that. But it should be a good night of action on Wednesday night, and I'll be back on Wednesday night with my AEW review after I get home from work. I'll probably get home by, I would say, about 11:30. Then I gotta eat, gotta rewatch. I gotta rewatch it on the DVR because I only can get the highlights. So I want to just watch the matches, get my analysis going, and write down my notes here and there. And that's that. And then Wednesday night, probably around 12, maybe 1:30. Back on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, give you my AEW review, and then Thursday, my NXT review on Thursday night, and then Friday night, when I get home Friday night, whenever I get home, hopefully I can get it up by around the same time as tonight, around 1:30, 2 o'clock. Give you my SmackDown review, and I'll get you done with the week of wrestling. Also on Thursday, I will actually, maybe I might do Saturday. Saturday, I will do TGC 108. I believe it's 180. I forget what number I'm up to now. Give you my Clash of Champions predictions about all the matches on the card. Get you ready for the Clash. And then Sunday night, when I get home from work, we watch. I get to watch a little bit of the pay-per-view on my break, and then I'll just get highlights, and then I'll just write my notes when I get home after I eat, and then I'll do your Classic Champions review on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel. So lots of videos coming your way over the next couple of days. Get you ready for the Clash and for AEW and NXT and SmackDown and all that other good shit. And anything else comes your way, I'll be here to give you all the news and all the rumors and all that other good shit on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel. And that is, as I say, is that. That's it. So my final rating for Raw, a good old Bret Hart, 4 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys think of the show in a comment or a video reply down below. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, put it down below in the comment section of the video. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching the video. Leave your comments down below. Continue to smash that like button to death. Hit that subscribe button on this channel and all my other channels as well. Show me your love and support. And share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell to get notified of when I go live or when I do my phone videos or whenever I do a video to get notified of when I do the video. So you'll be the first one to watch it. Then you can tell your friends, share share the video with your friends and their friends and their friends and their friends and their friends. And that's it. And if you're on social media, hit me up on Facebook. Just type in Peter Gilman, you'll find me somewhere. So maybe I'll friend you. Maybe I won't. If you're on Twitter, click the link down below for my Twitter page, and leave me a tweet, leave me a DM, and follow me on Twitter. That's all I gotta say about that. So that's it. 4 out of 10 stars for Raw. It was a crappy go home show, and we'll see what NXT and AEW bring on Wednesday, and then SmackDown on Friday, and then this Sunday for the Clash of the Champions. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching, everybody. Get some sleep, everybody. Or, well, yeah, go to sleep. Because I'm about to go to sleep myself. Because I want to get up. Got some things to do tomorrow. Got a doctor appointment in the afternoon. Then I got to do some shopping. Got to get some food. And then that's that. I'm going to have a late lunch. I'm going to probably get back by... I'm going to try to get back by 4:30 from shopping, and then have my late lunch, and then have my regular dinner and a sensible dinner. And that's all I got to say about that. And then get ready for another day of work on Wednesday. And then I'll come back, watch AEW, maybe a little bit of NXT if I get a chance. And that'll be it. Do my AEW review. And then Thursday, got a doctor appointment in the morning, and then basically got the rest of the day off. Actually, I gotta do some errands on Thursday, so I got a couple of errands to do early in the morning, and then I'll be back Thursday afternoon just to chill. If anything comes your way, I'll be, any news or the ratings. If the ratings come out, maybe I'll do a video about the ratings on the Peter Gilman YouTube wrestling channel, but we'll see. And then I'll do my NXT review Thursday night. Then Friday, SmackDown. Saturday, Clash of Champions predictions on TGC 180. And then Sunday, the Clash of Champions review. And that'll get you caught up with all this week in wrestling. And then next week, we got the aftermath shows of the Clash. And then we got the go-home show for NXT before TakeOver on October the 4th. So we'll get to that. I will do a prediction show as well for that, and a review for that. So good stuff coming your way. So you don't want to miss it. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you all for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great Tuesday. I'll see you guys when I see you. Or if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you guys late Wednesday night for my AEW review on the Peter Gilman YouTube wrestling channel. So don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button to death, and hit that notification bell. And that's all I got to say about that. And I keep saying that, but it is what it is. You don't like it? Fuck you. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'm out. Peace, bitches.